Hello.
Hello.
Hello, Alex.
Like
How
always,
are you? How are
always
you?
I'm on like a meeting with the clients on my 9-5 and I'm doing an introduction for them before starting the recording. It's like always super weird because officially you always need to ask about the recording permission, and
Yeah.
always like after 10 minutes call I'm like, okay, so hello everyone again.
Do it in public. You have nothing to hide. Start using the internet. Join the riot.
Okay. Yeah. So to clarify, we already chatted with Alex. So I'm changing the rules of this show because I tell you the secret. When I've met Dan, I start recording right away, and in the end, when I stop recording, he said that there is a wall between us. So I ensured that there is no wall between me and Alex. Hopefully.
Yeah.
Cool. And also, I want to start from we have sponsor now. It's free sponsor. They don't pay us. I pay them. So
News.
that's how it's that's always happening. And the sponsor is cal.com. And it's the app that allows you to schedule calls. Basically, you probably use Calendly for that. So you can now remove it and replace to Cal. Here's why: because Cal is open source, and it's all like open community, and everything is open, including like salaries and stuff like that. So it's like a crazy, like very cool company. So that's why I'm using it for do it in public. Alex, what do you think about Cal?
uh, it's okay, very similar to Zoom, but more minimalistic. So
What's about the design? Oh, by the way, let's start from this. Let's try to share the screen. Are you ready? Or do you want to lead? Do you want to lead, Alex? What's in your mind? Okay, nice. I like how it's going. So I'll share the screen now.
happy birthday, Sandra.
Okay, so here's how their website look like. So I want you to roast their website because I think they have like, what's your thoughts?
Can we scroll?
Yes, animations. I know that you don't like them, or
I
it's
like
okay.
the animation.
Okay, so you see they hijacked scroll here a bit.
Yeah, something happened with share your link on the scroll, but everything in it.
Yes. So it shows like how you're sharing, right?
Okay. That's part I don't like. I think like it distracts a bit.
Okay.
So mostly everything is block based, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, so now we have these big blocks. Oh, okay, with GIFs, very nice. So can you imagine? So it's all done by contractors, like open source, like freelancers that with public rates, with public salaries. So all this stuff is done by them.
Okay.
So yeah, block. Oh, yeah. Do you
That's
like it?
interesting. To be honest, I will make the site a little bit lighter. Um, like I will resign from the few blocks because it feels too heavy,
Mm-hmm.
and from like experience perspective, like as you scroll super fast from the blocks, and I believe there was a process explained how cal works, so it's
Okay.
not that cool.
Okay, so it's interesting. So that's what I wanted also like to show, like how you like perceive things, because like different people will ask different questions. So you want like to see how they like show the process here.
Yeah, because we stop here, and when you go further
Mm-hmm.
and we start discussing about blogs, I don't know how it was like impacted by our discussion, but when you scroll down, you speed a bit on the blogs.
Yeah. So
And on the blogs, I believe they have explanation how the application works. Am I
okay,
doing
right.
that?
So you did yes.
Oh yeah,
So let me write it. A tailored link ready for every scenario. Connect all your calendars. Workflow automation. So it's kind of cool. It's like
that's
you
that,
see.
that's important information, and
Yeah.
we miss this, so it's not cool, and that tells a lot that probably there are like one of the most important part of the page, and we missed this. And I believe like there is a lot of space wasted because
Of blogs?
yeah.
Okay, so what your recommendation? Like to make a title stand out, like really like big, or what?
Yeah, make it a little bit smaller and compressed.
Yeah, the blog
Um,
smaller compressed. Okay,
yeah, to like on one page show the like all benefits if it's possible, right? Because there's a lot
definitely.
of benefits. um,
Yeah,
but
makes
yeah,
sense.
because there's a lot of scroll maybe because you're no, you have normal screen, right?
Yeah. So okay, so there is one also here, like this thing. Okay, so it's like a use case. It's like for whom?
Yeah,
Oh, okay. So for whom?
that would be a cool for the process, right? Or benefits.
Mm-hmm.
If I believe that this is their target groups, right?
Yeah. So I think that's how they like filter like.
So probably already if they run the application, they already know the benefits per specific group. So they can also target better with the communication per target group. So maybe this is also something to explore.
Interesting, interesting. Yeah, so you mean it's like create separate landing pages for like doctors, for companies?
Could be. Why why not try?
Okay,
Depends on the strategy.
okay, okay. So yeah, and
Oh, back.
okay, okay, P. I've been on his
Randall,
podcast. Hmm.
Andy Randall is duplicated
What duplicated? Oh, okay,
here.
yeah, yeah. There is a bug. Okay, I found the bug. Okay, so that's cool. And look here. So what I love about them. So our mission is to connect 1 billion people by 231 through calendar scheduling. So it's in 7 years they planning to connect 1 billion people.
Yeah.
Sounds cool.
Yeah, you want to build like momentum to 1 billion, right?
Right. All right. Yeah, we can discuss this, but I'm a bit crazy. But
But
okay.
I really like the design. I
Mhm.
like the visual direction more or less. On the heading, it's like very visible, and on the footer, I really like it. I see a lot of potential in this
Mhm.
and a lot of exploration. So maybe I will do small roasts.
Cool, cool. Yeah, I'll do this because I know for me they look huge and they grow huge. But I also tell you something. So I I kind of hug the system to meet with their founder during this week because I'm scheduling these calls in Cal, and it wasn't working for some reason. So I added a card. It like expired, so it was broken. So I was tagging them like, hey, can you help me to fix? Can you help me to fix? And then I have like around 5 podcasts scheduled, but I can't like record them. So I just like tagged him and Carl like, hey guys, we need to fix this because I have podcast. I need to fix like
Yeah.
my guest isn't happy. And he jumped with me on the call and he had a fever, so I feel bad about it. But can you imagine? So here is the CEO of the company. It's a venture-backed company, like big company, and he jumped in on a call in a minutes with me, and he's sick, and he's and what's cool like he was like explaining like really like I was feeling myself like unhappy customers. I think we
Yeah.
can stop sure. So like yeah, so he was saying like it was an issue, so that's why it worked. And I said, man, relax, relax, I'm in your team. So everything's cool. So let's discuss how to make Cal famous. So what I mean, like if you make Ross, I think it will help them and think they're very cool guys.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I
Yeah.
start working. How are you?
It's rain again.
Okay. So it was rain at night, yeah. So we discussed with Alex that she slept for only how long?
1 hour
1 hour.
and maybe half.
Maybe help.
Maybe hour and a half.
And for how long do you usually sleep?
7-8 hours.
Okay, so is it like do you have a schedule like you sleep at the same time and wake up at the same time?
Uh, I used to have schedule, but more on the like autumn and winter but everything changed when allergy comes to
Uh, yeah, the same.
and the summer weather is also not helping. So it's a little bit change on summer. I hate it. The schedule is totally broke, and I hate it. But yeah,
Okay, cool.
forward for September.
Cool, cool. So what's the most interesting things happening in your life now?
um,
I know one event.
I'm chasing parallel.
No, no, no. I think I'm
Like,
speaking about
yeah.
this
Yeah.
difference. Do you understand?
Yeah. I think the most interesting part for me right now is growing like GetBake to Bake Design Studio. Takes most of my time currently. Uh, Interesting. Um, it's interesting to observe, like comparing to my 9 5, how
Okay.
fast I can do stuff. Like, for example, bake design website, like, it's almost ready and it took 3 days.
Cool.
So maybe I will tell you a little bit background because it may be confusing. So GetBake is like small design studio, especially for indie hackers with
Right.
low price services. And we would like to expand to work with a startup and enterprises with bake design studio.
Cool.
So yeah,
But you have this payment, right?
yes.
Yeah. So I just want to show because we were investigating your pages, like how you guys work. So I know everything about it. So yeah, there is a one-time payment, and now you're creating. It will be a separate page, or it will be here.
Yes,
Like,
separate page, bake.design.
okay, is it there or not?
Oh yeah. It is.
Oh wow, cool, cool. I didn't see it. So let's.
Yeah, because I pushed it yesterday to production, even it's not like ready yet, because of the content, and to allocate the content already on the server, and to somehow build something good for sell and stuff. So oh no, oh no, why the font is not working?
Let's reload. I don't know.
Wait,
For me, it looks working.
no, it's not the font.
No
Process.
semi, no hemi medium. Igor semi bold. Is it then?
No, I'm talking about the animation thing, the circle
Ah,
animation.
okay. I think no, nobody noticed. Alex, everything is good. Let's go further.
I know, but
Okay, let's see what's going on. Yeah, Oscar. I don't know why, but this design is. Why did you select this design?
so Oscar Stories is one of the best performing like case study for us.
Okay, nice.
Like, even um on Twitter, on Dribble, it's doing pretty good. Why it's not working?
What's not working?
Can you click Oscar Stories?
I'm not
Ah,
clicking.
yeah, you can. Okay, so it's working. Um, so yeah, I really like the design. It was like one of the first design that we did. Like, that was kind of bigger that smaller uh,
Mm-hmm.
websites. The second one, copy wise, for now is our biggest project, because we build with Pete the whole application, but case study is not ready yet. um, and the other one is just a placeholder on the website, on the homepage, and it's gonna be changed to something else.
Okay.
uh,
Yeah, what I want to say. So the reason why I ask why you choose it because for me it's the same. So it's really stand out for some reason. So I
yeah,
remember probably because of the Oscar himself. Yeah.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
the Oscar is so cute.
Yeah, it's very good, and it makes Matt and Dima very cute, right?
Yeah. like every time when I look at the redesign and or I like look at my phone and I see the icon of the app, I'm like, oh my god, this is so cute.
Mhm.
I can't.
Nice, nice. Okay, so let's see. Let's roast you.
Yeah,
Okay,
you
how
can
can?
go to web and app audit because it's ready. All the sub page is ready and live.
Okay, so a moment. Okay, I'll see. Who is this guy?
Not done. Dan didn't send me picture yet.
Okay, one thing that I wanted to say here, like this thing a bit confusing. I mean, this one. So it's like looks like a part of logo, but not like a arrow. So it's a 2 cents from my side. Sorry,
Okay.
Alex.
Okay.
Okay, so what should I click? Services?
No, you can go to. You can scroll down up, and you can go to web and app out. You missed this.
Sorry.
Okay, that's a good insight. So here, stop. The blue one, web and app audit. Here,
Ah,
yes.
how?
Is it working? Not working. Oh my god.
No,
I
no
told
links.
you, tons of bugs.
Yeah. Do you remember the link?
Let me check. Probably slash audit. Yeah.
Improve user experience, draft growth, transform digital growth. Expert. I don't like the word expert, but it's my thing. Sorry. Okay, what is next? Do you think it's better to start like with a story rather than like results?
Um, to be honest, because I have prepared like mini audits for that page to publish like the proof of work, how the audit looks like, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm still wondering like where to put them, and I was wondering if maybe it's a good idea to put them right after the header
Uh huh. Yeah, yeah.
and then the logos of the companies that we work with.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Mm,
I also love like stuff like this, like to show something and then start story.
yeah, because you probably remember the small audits, the mini audits I did for Clue or Content Paul, but also I thought to do like one bigger report
Mm-hmm.
of, let's say, I don't know, like I don't know about what yet, but could be small e-commerce state. So choose few small e-commerce and prepare the report based on report of that website
Mm-hmm.
to show something bigger, and also for people to can use the insight, right? Because I believe especially for the accessibility, a lot of people makes the same mistakes.
Yeah, you see it because you worked like on thousands of projects, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool, cool. Uh, I wanted to say ask something, but I forgot. Okay, so what should we do next?
I don't know. We can watch cool animation on our work.
Where?
On the menu, our work.
Our work. This one?
Yeah. Look, I even put my picture on
Yeah.
it. So now I'm not only on Parallax website.
Okay.
So yeah, a lot of work still to do, but I really believe that I will be able to manage to finish this by the end of the week. I don't
Nice.
know how, but I will do it.
And how do you build it? Tell us. Is it Framer?
Is it Framer? Yes.
And you said push to production. What do you mean?
Yeah, because I figured out that on Framer you can have like production version and staging.
Oh, cool.
That's super cool.
Yeah, I actually never used Framer yet, so I'm yeah,
Yeah,
only just paint, guys. I'll show you. I'll show you how to do things. You open, click, ignore, and you just do stuff.
yeah. I believe that's how like Paralect new branding came to life.
Yeah, it's very fast, very effective, very creative. So you're right. You're right.
Yeah, just admit that you guys reduced like the expenses for Figma seeds and other like design
Right,
tools
right.
to have like money to grow.
Yeah, you still can see that I have this Figma here, but yeah, soon we'll remove it. Okay, so I wanted to ask you something. Do you want something to say something about this girl?
Oh yeah, she has birthday. Happy birthday, Sandra.
Happy birthday, Sandra! You're amazing. And do you want to say some birthday wishes?
Yes, I already met with her today, so I wish her everything that I want.
Do this in public. Tell it.
I even did it in public.
Okay, so even in public, right?
Too late, Igor. Too late.
Okay, and I'm doing it all day long, so I just say that Sandra is amazing. Happy birthday. Okay.
For her, it's already like 3 p.m., so she's probably wasted. But yeah, Sandra is great. Um,
Cool. So what's next? I can stop. Uh,
yeah, let's gossip in public.
yeah, but let's. So before the call, I asked Lara. Uh,
Uh-huh.
so what she asked.
By the way, I believe like if we will pushing like that we are twin, people can believe us, to be honest.
Yeah, let's do this. Let's do this. Yeah, so what do you mean by pushing? It's the truth.
Like that's the truth, right?
Yeah. Okay, so here's what Lara suggested. So
Yeah.
she said like everyone can talk about startups and all this stuff, but she wants to know your personal stuff. What is your bar? What is your favorite bar? What is your favorite band? Uh, what dream did you dream today?
So I didn't have time to have a dream
Yeah,
last night. So about bar, I don't know, like pretty much skateboarding and going to the gym and just spending time behind my next to my
just man, just skateboarding and going to the
dad.
gym.
Alex know much, Szczurek.
Nice.
uh,
Okay, so I have an also related question. So you're doing this like black work tattoo, or you already?
I didn't went to the appointment because I need to like go to Krakow, and of course I went to Tattoo Fest, and of course I meet my tattoo artist, and I was like, okay, how to act? Should I avoid him, or should I just wave to him and say hello? So I went to him. Um,
So
yeah,
what's your idea? So your arm already looks pretty black, or is
yeah,
it?
it's black, but I have still things to cover here.
I have only this one. It's a
Oh,
pine. It's a pine cone.
yeah, I see. Nice. I have Johnny here,
Nice.
and also the cat in the ramen here,
Oh yeah, so the
and
Guile will love it. I actually meeting with him and also for do it in public.
the octopus
Nice.
smashing TV, and
Looks beautiful.
drunk samurai, and wasted tiger, and the rat.
Nice.
Which is
Cool.
of course like big story because this is Johnny, this is me. Because for everyone who doesn't know, Szczurek means rat in English, in Polish basically.
Okay.
So yeah, that's me, that's my dog, and we are enjoying ourselves on my arm.
Nice. So is it like idea that one arm is black and other is not black?
No, so I studied fashion design. So during that time, I have like a lot of like sketch tattoo on my left arm,
Mhm.
and then I made solely mistake with one tattoo that basically like ruined my whole arm. And I didn't know what to do like further with that hand. So I tried to somehow fix that, and I did dot work on the hand.
Okay.
To some, because the sketch tattoo were like thin, and here I have the tattoo that the line was like it was 15 or 17 RS, so this is super like bold line for a tattoo.
Okay.
And with the rest of the hand it's just look awful, so I was like, okay, let's try with dots, let's make like bolder dots, maybe it will look better. It looked better, but the fucked up tattoo looks so bad that I can't handle that. So I was like, okay, let's let's do some covers. Like for example, this fly, this one, and let's make it black. So I'm making it black. It's
Uh,
for sure the most painful tattoo on my body. So
Hope everything will be good. And I also have some sketch for you.
yeah, that's super cute.
I was scared, so I know. So sometimes it's not obvious, like your emotion in Twitter. Are you like mad or are you happy? So when I was drawing it, I was thinking, I don't know, probably she will find it bad, like something like this.
By the way, a lot of people telling me that when they talking with me by messages, and basically that's my preferred way of communication. They said I'm kind of bitchy,
Yeah,
like in
sometimes.
the text.
But
Uh,
it's the style, so I think it's also
yeah.
good.
And when I came to the call, I'm laughing, and people are so confused. But also I'm bitchy, so
Nice, nice. So it's yeah, I believe it's helping you, right?
yeah.
I also have this one here. And
That's
yeah, I'm keep telling him to everyone, but today I'll go to the guy who drew this to Humus, to Germany. So I'll be leaving these guys for a week.
it's the thing that you have on the Twitter profile pic, but with sepia filter.
Right, right, right. So I don't know what kind of filter it is, but yeah, I put some filter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so the guys there are two guys that I'm visiting, like in Germany. So one going from Warsaw to this city, one is living in the city, and I'm going there too. And like they both like musician, like creative dudes. So I hope that we'll like create some weird stuff with them
Okay.
too. One thing that I want to do is, do you remember this ad from Apple? Think different.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I want to create something like like similar to it, like I don't know, like parody or something, because we're already like using these other brands
Yeah.
in our brand, and people don't like it, you know. So it's well, last week was a bit painful for us
Why?
because of this like rebrand and stuff. So it's like pretty shocking for some people for some reason, but at the same time, like good people like attracted by this. There are people who say, "Oh, I don't know. Probably you shouldn't do this. Probably you shouldn't do that." Oh, oh, whoa, whoa. Hello, hello. Hey, Johnny. Hello, hello, hello. He doesn't hear me.
He gave you like side eye look though.
Cool. Okay, so what should we else discuss, or should we do something?
I would like to be respectful to Lara because she also asked about my favorite band.
Mhm.
So about that, Mac Miller is perfect for every occasion.
Okay.
Uh, Other than that, I don't have favorite brands. I like to discover like new rap artists or soul artists, and also I really like to discover like people that mix on the YouTubes. So my analog journey, or this
Oh, my now journey is awesome. I like it.
yeah, or this stuff like I found lately.
Nice. Isn't it an out journey? Because I remember also some plans there.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, but this is also cool. I will send it to you like after the call. And also, speaking about Lara, I would like to ask you why you forced her to change the freaking cool profile pic to her real pic. Listen, you can force her to do it on LinkedIn, but on Twitter, on Twitter, she needs to stay an animal, because when she changed the pic to her real picture, the whole magic will be gone. Like the profile pic perfectly match with like her sarcastic humor, her personality. So as a
Damn it.
queen, I'm just like
Damn it. Yeah,
sending
I
official
was so sure
request.
about it, but after this, I can't say anything. Yeah, yeah. The reason is just because I'm not follow. So like the majority of people that I'm following is with photos. So I think it's like some psychological thing. So when you see some photos, you don't understand like is it a real person? Is it a company? Is it a team? Something like that. So that's the reason why I was pushing it. What do you
Mhm.
think?
So stop.
Stop. Okay, we will see. We'll try. I'll try. Probably, you know what we can do? We can change it slightly every day, so nobody notice. But like in
But
100
she
days, it
will,
will.
but she will constantly losing the Twitter blue check mark.
Oh yeah,
So it's not cool.
yeah. But imagine,
Maybe because you see, for me, like I have avatar pic on profile picture, but
yes.
I have my real photo on my banner. So maybe she can use her real photo on on her banner, and
Oh yeah, got it.
stay with the animal on profile pic.
Okay, yeah, that's a good solution. And she actually had herself on banner like with momentum when we launched. So okay,
Yeah.
deal. And by the way, I sent it to her like once you were replying, and she said, "She sounds cute, not angry." Yes, that's true. Okay, so what's next?
By the way, I thought that when you were talking about sponsoring thing, I thought you will say about indie news. Especially on the part when you said like I'm paying them.
The same, yeah. So we have not a single sponsor. We have Alex is absolutely right. We're also sponsored by Indie News Club. Oh, damn, it's loading. So, Indie News Club is a best way to stay up to date with building public community. It's run by amazing indie hackers. She doesn't own an app, but anyway, she's doing amazing indie hacking stuff. And by the way, she is also a queen of gossips. And here the gossips are. Can you read something, Alex?
Yeah, what the hell is with Vlad, to be honest? Do I really need to ping him on like indie news Slack channel to see him on Twitter? Like are he like out of his mind or what?
Nice, nice. It's a good roast. It's a good roast. Okay. Uh,
By the way, can you see that these news are they're like two times
yeah, yeah. I mean, two times missing.
two times missing.
Okay. What
Like,
should you,
like a director.
who else do you want to roast here?
Um, uh, um, Carl,
Okay.
Aqua Aaron. um, but to be honest, he improved that week, right? Because he's active also on on working days, not only on weekends, but he still replies to all
Yeah,
stuff.
I think he's feeling this like building public momentum, and he just can't stop tweeting. So
Yeah.
you're doing a good job.
Yeah, that's for sure. So yeah, okay, no roasting for Carl. Um, done for like you know leaving the idea of content pal
Oh yeah.
and jumping into new project. I would love to use the
Yeah.
content pal to for Bake Studio or for Uncover, but I will. Well, looks like I will not have a chance to do it. So not cool done, but at least I can post my June, yes, my June MRR with
Yes.
this new tool. So that's okay.
Yeah, by the way, I yesterday tested this tool and posted the like momentum valuation chart from 0 to 1 billion.
Oh yeah,
Okay,
that's cool.
okay, so I can roast Daniel. So this Polish guy is flying, and but still haven't flied to Krakow,
Oh
and
yeah,
he's just telling that I will fly. So I'm not sure if it's even like true to say that he's flying.
not cool, Daniel. Not cool.
Yeah, Daniel, very not cool
He's
at all.
he's in Wrocław like me, and he never reached out to me like, okay, Alex, maybe we can do indie news in public. No, nothing like that. Mm-mm.
Yeah, so you can see like there are a lot of very decent gossips collected here at indienews.club. It's the best way to follow gossips of building public community.
Probably instead of newsletter that I'm not writing, I could replace it with the Slack.
Yeah, with the Slack. Yeah,
Yeah,
so soon it will be replaced with Slack, but also you can just pay money directly to Alex for nothing.
yeah. I
Okay.
will send you Stripe link and then you are in.
Okay. Oh, stop. Okay, nice. So let's see. I also asked in Twitter. Probably someone added some questions. Hopefully,
No one is not interested like in anything.
yeah. These days I'm tweeting for much. Okay, we have something. We have something. We have a question from Wesley Pennock. Where is the cheesecake donuts at this hour?
I don't know.
The same. Let's go further. Okay, so Nick sent a tweet, but it's not a question. The thing is, I'm not showing tweets, I'm explaining them. So on this image, we'll see like the big car with NYPD, New York Police Department letters. And then there is one Spiderman
Yeah.
like this,
Okay.
and others stand like,
Yeah.
yeah, two Spidermans. And there is no comments. So what do you reply on that?
Um. Well, Nick, I will call you later today and we will talk in private.
No private talks. No private talks. But okay. Okay, so the next question is from Arkia. Ask her how I can become more popular like her.
I don't know. like, like, to be honest, I never thought about like building somehow like personal brand because I don't know if you know, but my first side hustle was Uncover UX.
Yeah, yeah.
And Uncover UX come to life like over a year ago, and I still never showed my face there.
Yeah, yeah.
Never shared any personal detail. I only share content related to user experience and business, and that's it. And then I moved to Twitter because I wanted to expand a bit,
Mm-hmm.
but looks like I expanded to different things.
Yeah, it looks like this. Yeah.
That's
And when you join Twitter?
Yeah. Why I joined Twitter? Because I wanted to expand and cover UX to the border audience.
No, when?
When? February?
Okay, so it's like 6 months, right? So you all and
Yeah.
like Dan, as far as I understand, like Dan, Sandra, you just started like all at the same time, like around the same time.
I think like Dan was a bit earlier on Twitter.
Yeah, he said that he was there like for years, but he never like tweeted or grew like. At least that's what he says.
I think like with Dan it was like the love from the first sight. uh so, so
Definitely.
so we extend like a lot of sarcastic comments of the very beginning, like around March.
Yes.
And yeah, and we're still talking,
Mhm.
building stuff together. So yeah, I'm and yeah, I think Sandra also joined on February, and she was doing marketing for Clue.
Yes, yes, I
uh,
know.
I met her a little bit um later than Dan, because I think I met her in April,
Mhm.
like before famous Clue launch at April 18th. uh,
Yes, yes, I remember.
yeah, everyone knows that Clue is launching, right?
Yeah, and it's also actually kind of cool, like the guest for this podcast, because I started with the guy James Kim. It was like a random guy that I saw in Twitter, but I saw that there is something about him. He was helping guys. Like he just joined, but I saw that for some reason he understands how the thing works, and I just grabbed him. And he was an amazing guy. But if we exclude like this random launch of the podcast, so the next guest will was Dan, then Sandra. Now I released with Dmitry, and I think tomorrow we'll be with you. So it's pretty interesting.
Yeah, but also about like being famous, I think it's all about not thinking of being famous.
Cool, cool.
uh because at the very beginning, uh when you join Twitter, right? It's when do you join Twitter?
Me?
Yeah.
Do you know? You don't know my story, I think, but I joined like around 2.5 years ago, and I was active, but I was like a failure, so I wasn't growing. I just was tweeting.
Okay. So when like, because I joined Twitter like in 2012, but I weren't active at all.
Yeah, the same.
uh when I rejoined, starting like reading stuff, discovering indie community, stuff like this,
Mm-hmm.
there is like a lot of people that sharing Twitter growth hacks.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people like are super into it, and there is also a lot of people that tweeting, okay, I will grow to 1,000 followers in less than a month. I
Mm-hmm.
will do that, this and this and this, and this is such a bullshit. Like
Mm-hmm.
all the stuff for me, like the courses, the tips for growth are such a bullshit. I don't know how you feel about this, but to be honest, after being active on Twitter for 2 weeks, I started like seeing the same patterns. Like people are definitely were on some newsletter list or in some group when
Mm-hmm.
someone daily send them like tips where they should post, because they post complete like the same, and I was like, why? Why? Just be yourself, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just post what
Just
you're doing, just like have fun with people, and treat the Twitter like a place to hang up with your digital friends, right? Because this is how I treat you. Like, what? Okay, we are we are siblings, right? So that's different.
yeah.
But
That also helps to be friends. Yeah.
yeah, but Dan, Sandra, uh Nick, I met Nick on Twitter like 5 months ago, and
Yeah, I remember. I remember this story and how you met. And I remember Nick when he was like around 100 followers, and he like do a roast for Momentum. Nobody knew Momentum back then, so it was
yeah.
cool.
So like I treat everyone like friends.
Hmm.
that are open-minded, and I can like easily like, I think also the Twitter gives you like like Twitter gives different vibe than other social media. Like you can be sarcastic, you can be rude, you can be nice, you can be supportive, you can spread all the emotion like around, and everything is okay, because whatever your vibe is, you will find your audience, your friends, followers, fans. I don't like
Yeah.
the word. I'm allergic to the word. But yeah, just do it, because also I don't know how do you feel about this, but when people what do you think? Oh, okay, that's the question. What do you think about scheduling tweets?
Scheduling tweets.
Yes.
I've never done this, but I never. I never do this because it's this is how I roll. So I'm very not I'm too lazy to schedule. Let's say so. I don't want to open another app, but like to schedule, then remember. So it's a lot of cognitive load. I would rather open Twitter and tweet right away. But like I see, so if I will do some cool story or like launch, like for example, we're doing like now, and
Mhm.
I'm doing it like on the way, but I could like engineer it. So I could write a story. I could like have 10
Yeah.
posts like over the week. So in this case, it's good.
But also, when we think about this, like, isn't like Twitter about the moment, about sharing like your stupid thoughts, what you're doing, your progress on your product? Because I'm always like wondering. I have nothing against like, and no offense to anyone, but I'm always wondering when someone like, um, I ran out of idea of the tweets.
Oh, okay, got it.
Uh, I have nothing in my like, quick web or post, and I'm like, but do you really think that in that case Twitter is like really thing for you? Like, is it social media for you? Because uh, like, it's like with Instagram. For me, Instagram is great with posts. I can share posts, but I sucks with Insta stories. Like,
Okay.
I will never take my phone and record like no way. Like, and I understand that it's not for me. Just not for me.
It's cool.
And
Yeah.
that's cool.
Cool. Yeah,
But
so I can tell what you so because you're telling very interesting things, and that's what I'm like interviewing here and discovering, and like everyone cool likes to say the same. Like Dan, Sandra, you just trying to explain like, hey, dude, just be nice, just be nice, like something like this, right?
yeah, dude, be nice, but also dude, share your like day. Like, this is something like, for some people, like, some move that you as paralec guys are doing can be weird, like changing like cool branding to Pornhub. Are you sending voice message to Dima?
Yes, you're right. They see it.
No problem. um so you changing the cool branding to like, Pornhub like inspired branding. It's weird move, right? But it brings some traction, and it also create a lot of content, like of giving people opportunity to select, like engaging people to paralect. And even if probably your audience on Twitter is not your target group for paralect, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Because let's be honest, you targeted bigger startups than that.
I can tell you the whole story, and because I think that's actually like it's better to target like you and guys like you than big startups, because the big startups they outdated, and like you
Yeah,
doing like really good thing, like modern thing that everyone will be doing like soon.
yeah. But also that what you're doing, that you are posting everything, Dima is posting, Lara is posting, I don't know, everyone is posting, right? You are in my closest circle, so I see this. And this is very cool because it brings traction. It also shows people like how, like, what is the cool about Twitter. Like you can actually build in public, and that's okay to not like hide your work, to not be to not be scared to show your work, because
Mhm.
for everyone, like, okay, I will share my honest opinion. For me, like new branding is a shit. But and because I don't know if you know, but there's my white post with Paolo Coelho thingy.
Okay.
It's like to you every time, and you can think that your work is shit, but it's all about communication.
Yeah.
Because okay, a lot of people hate you guys on this, right? But you make it cool after a week,
Yes, that's right.
and it's all about communication. So
Oh, it's very
even
cool.
if you like, even if you do something that looks shitty, even if your startup looks shitty, even if your new product looks shitty, you can fix everything with marketing.
Yeah,
Everything.
you're
Everything.
right, and that's what we. You can like see the podcast with Dmitry if you're interested, but so we're kind of like ready to launch something big, I think, and what we're going to like sell, promote, and like really push and all down is everything that you're saying here is like not be afraid to like do step like fail, but then fix the things like to show how it works, why it works, like to show why you tweet, so it's not like about tweeting wise thought. It's about like helping people and showing your work, like you said. And basically, we will like I know like a document. It won't be course, like you said. It's something like public. So it's like a public course that's available to everyone for free. But we're going to charge some amount, some subscription. So we'll just see like if someone like paid to us, we'll see them in Twitter, and we'll try to help them like more for this amount of money that they paid us. And so, for example, they can pay like $100, but we have like a lot of available people, and we just decide that if we like build this MVP, it will grow fast. It will be cool. We just built basically MVP for $100. Like sometimes it will happen. Sometimes it's probably something small, like but basically it will be always about like traction, like you said. So not just tweeting like. Or like even to grow followers, not just doing stuff for sake of doing, but like growing daily, like failing,
Yeah.
fixing stuff, and so on.
Also, I was thinking more from like design perspective. Also, as you have like a strong design team, right? In Paralect, that also you split to another like sub company of Paralect, right?
Yeah, yeah, I can tell you more about this, but we're basically like doing a lot of like with small companies like
Yeah,
this.
yeah. And this is also something, because I was thinking like, is it cool to do like to change branding to what you have currently, and how it like speaks about like design team inside the company?
Oh, okay.
Because this is interesting topic, because most of the companies that I work with as a 9 5, everyone is so like detailed about how the website look like, about how the branding looks like, about how Instagram post looks like, how whatever is in digital looks like. And I'm like always like, just put the content, like who cares?
That's what I promote. That's our like mission to say like, who
you can
cares? Like,
you
man,
can
like,
delete it, like
yeah, yeah, we should like publish it not to I don't know, like to be famous, you need to publish it to create, to make better and better. So that's definitely what's, and yeah, it's painful. Of course, like design team, they are not happy. Like people in product are not happy. So I mean, not everyone, but there are a lot of people.
But to be honest, like I was thinking of this like from the different perspective. Okay, but even if you can design like beautiful stuff, you can do very beautiful website, very beautiful branding, application and stuff, and you posting like this, like you need to be brave and super sure about like your skills and what you're doing, that you can publish something like this and you are okay with this.
That's true. So that's very wise thought, and you're saying it because you create and because you run and stuff. But I don't know how many people you lead like in your company.
8.
Eight. Okay. So for me it's 200. So probably that's why I like see it more and more. But uh, I'm interested. It will be interesting to talk with someone from your team, like to understand. But so, like these kind of thoughts, they're very difficult, like to cultivate. It's not. It's what we found. It's very difficult to change, like in people. So it's better to find people like that than to train them.
But we also need to notice that not like no one from my team, like 95 team, doing like design work, like because
Okay.
I like as
Anyway,
a
that's fun.
specialist, on the market, I'm not a designer. I'm like far away of doing UI design. Basically, my team specializes in data analysis, research, and user experience design, and all of my team works finish at low fee wireframe stage.
Yeah, and I think it's a very dangerous like specialty. I mean, UX designer. It's very easy to start doing bullshit like when UX designer. And you understand what I mean? Like start to speaking with the terms, like not doing actual stuff, but creating presentations,
Yeah,
discussing also weird stuff. So it's also like this type of thinking. Like someone thinks that that's the job. Someone understands that the job is not like the UX. UX probably isn't like not the thing at all. Like there is
yeah.
something bigger than that.
It's super hard to sell for sure. For example, for me, when because I started as Ruby on Rails developer, then I switched to front end, then I switched to strategy and research, broadly known as user experience. But my first, because when I was doing backend, I was like, okay, but guys, can we make it look nicer? Can we make it more smooth, more responsive friendly? That was a big stuff, like back in 2014, right? So I switched to front end, and I'm starting doing front end, and then I was pissed that I don't have like impact on how, like, I'm coding how it looks, but I don't have an impact on how it looks,
Yeah.
and that was problematic. So I started to like learn user experience stuff and also UI stuff, and then my first like selling services after like 1 or 2 years in IT industry was like design plus development. So my value proposition was like doing prototypes, but not as a prototypes, but ready coded prototypes. So it
Hmm.
was super cool. I make quite a lot of money on this as like for 19 years old person.
Hmm.
So that was kind of cool, and I still see the value in that, and I would like bake design to grow something like this,
Nice.
because uh, something I hate about process in my 9-5, even if I'm creating that process because that's my main responsibility, something I hate and something I can't change is that the initial phase, the phase of ideation, phase of the research, taking too long,
Hmm.
especially for the companies that coming from, like, they have specific scope, they have specific goal, they want to deliver stuff. And something I don't like about design companies is that they overrating like value of design because they want to do something bigger, and this is design. Like after the design you also need to do implementation. So it's quite interesting for me working in creative agency after working 7 years in software houses or product product houses, to see like how people overrate design work, how they want to price that, and how the how the reality like check them.
Wow. What do you say about reality? Why did you say that?
Because I don't know if I can say that.
I think you definitely hired. Yeah, you just can imagine how many like very subtle like things you mentioned here, and it's about like Nana, like what we launch, and it's something that we're preparing. And what I asked you also about like I explaining about being nice. Yeah, it's not about like being nice. Like Dan said, it's about being decent. Sandra said it's about like help, and James also. But it's something like around it. It's like not being afraid, like sharing like bad shitty work, like improving it, helping others, like shout out to others.
I would say it's for more like introvert people. It's just being brave
Yeah.
and in showing yourself. Because for people that are open and are extrovert, it can be natural thingy. Like for example, for my girlfriend, she's dog behaviorist, and her like what she did in like what she do in social media, it's so natural for her.
Oh yeah, I know this. And I
And
see it with people. Like some people are more natural. Yeah, definitely. I mean,
yeah, and for me it was like girl. Like
and that's why. And I'll tell you what I'm preparing. I also have a chat again, like with my friends that I visit in Germany. So probably they're like somehow related with development, but they don't care like about startups, all this stuff. So they are more about like music and art. And like you said, like I'm shocked like how deep they are like for the topics that we discussed like till now, like how to I know like how to build community, for example.
yeah,
And they all know how to do this because like they did it like with the musical communities and stuff, and they doing giving me really like great advice, like much better than like some startup guy would give me. So it's super cool. And so that's what we're trying to do. So basically what we're trying to do, like I don't know, like somehow describe this like traits of maker, of creator. So somehow describe Alex and say, so this now, so you always were thinking that these guys are like misfits, weird guys. We now saying that these guys are the gold. So that's the future. Like everything else sucks. So I mean, time is running out. So everything will change in favor to creators of indie hackers, solopreneurs, and basically you will be the most expensive asset in our system. So basically everyone, if we do it right, so and about marketing, about like checking the reality, what you said, it's something that we're doing with building public. It's how do you like check that you are not insane? Just ask public, like
yeah,
make a
yeah.
voting, like let them like speak. So that's something that we're trying to do. So
That was always like, to be honest, that was always my problem. Like I really do not understand why someone spent 2 weeks on preparing like shot for dribble. Like it's only fucking dribble. Like post it. That's it. If you don't like it, like after months or after month later, you can delete this. Simply delete this. It's only digital word. Like that's cool. That's okay. Maybe dribble will ban you tomorrow, so don't waste your time.
yeah,
So
I love it. So it's too bad that we started discussing it lately. I think we should somehow continue discussing it, but yeah, you should understand that you have very specific and very awesome skills, and we'll let the world know about it. So that's our mission now.
yeah.
Okay, so should we wrap up? Okay, we also have a few questions from Lara left. I think we can ask you these questions and wrap up. What do you think?
Okay.
If you don't want to discuss something. Okay,
Okay.
so Larry's asking, first question, what's your favorite word in Polish language?
Uh, Probably Jan. Jan and Stefa because it's name of my dogs.
Yeah,
uh,
that's cool.
so like probably that's my favorite words because it's it's like it's just lovely because it's like when I'm saying Jan or Yash or Stefa, I'm just seeing their face in my mind. So this is good. So
Nice,
yeah.
nice. Okay.
Also, we need to remember that Polish language wasn't my first language.
Okay, cool.
So,
So the second question.
not the best.
So the second question is a bit more tough. I really wonder how does she manage to live being an indie hacker? That's my pain. That's what Lara says.
How did I live?
She asked like this, but let's say so. I think what she was trying to say, like how to become an indie hacker when she was a designer.
Um, well, it depends. It depends. If she liked to be a designer or not.
No, no. So she's asking how to be an indie hacker.
Oh yeah, but because I will tell you how it was in my case.
Okay.
Because when I completely dropped coding, because of the market, because of the needs, and I need to fit to some standards, right?
Mhm.
Um, I work especially only in research strategy, like all like let's say like technical part of the design.
Mhm.
I always hate when someone called me designer. I was like so pissed when I said like when someone said do something beautiful. I was like nothing pissed me like this.
Got
when
it.
when someone named my work beautiful, I was so pissed. And for me, like being a designer, it's not something natural because this is something that I always fight with because I never wanted to be just a designer. Because, for example, in a lot of startup houses, you are just a designer.
Mhm.
Even if you helping with front end development, even you are just a designer.
Right.
That's so hurtful for a lot of people, I believe, but people just don't care. My ego is bigger, so
Mhm.
for me it was hurtful. Um, but it depends, like what Lara wants to do, right? If she wants to be an hacker, be an indie hacker. If you want to code, go on the YouTube, check the tutorials, and code, right?
Mhm. Okay. I don't think this is that she means like coding. It's more like owning a product. Like probably it's info product or something.
It's really like being an indie hacker, meaning that you owning an app. Are you indie hacker? I believe you are. Do you own an app? Yeah, you
uh,
meant to.
on some, yeah.
Okay, makes sense. But
Okay, so recommendation to Lara.
yourself,
Should
and you are
just
indie hacker.
yeah, should just start owning an app, and that's
Oh
how
yeah,
to manage.
she has an app, so she's indie hacker.
That's how to
And
be.
cool. So great. So she's indie
Okay,
hacker and cool.
cool, cool. So the last question is easier one. So favorite drink, because as far as I remember, it's definitely not alcohol.
Not alcohol, not coffee, not tea. I drink a lot of water and
Do-
Oshi zero,
mm,
zero sugar, blue one.
Okay, okay, cool, cool. Okay,
What's your
so we
No, sorry. Before we end, what's your favorite drink, and can you please tell me the story behind changing Parallel branding?
yeah, sure. My favorite drink, I would say water too. So you can see I'm drinking water. I have water here. I
Yeah,
always have water here. So I think that's definitely my favorite water. Uh,
seriously, not Żywiec Zdrój.
Żywiec? So yeah, Żywiec is also cool.
But I can tell you a story about
Ah,
Żywiec.
you mean Żywiec water? Because Żywiec for me is instantly beer.
No, Żywiec Zdrój,
Yeah.
meaning water, because I'm drinking Żywiec Zdrój, and this is like my dad's favorite water, my favorite water. I think my mom doesn't care, but my dog's drinking that water, and when the hot water starts to came to Wrocław, I was like, okay, let's change the water for dogs. Let's give them something with more minerals and
Mhm.
stuff. I don't know what I have in my mind. That was so stupid.
Got it.
I just like put them like probably na łęczowianka,
Mhm.
And then I was like seeing on the like bowl, and I see, okay, the bowl is full of water, it's so hot here, why they don't drinking for the whole day? And then I see Johnny walking past the bowl, she sniffed, it was like
Uh-huh.
and walk away, and I was like, what the fuck, like
Yes.
what's going on? So I I I changed the water to back to żywiec, and they standing to the bowl like for 5 or 7 minutes, and they're
Uh,
drinking that. And I needed to refill this 2 times. So yeah, this is like I think like in our house, like it's completely love for żywiec.
got it, got it. Now I know. Now I know. Okay, so the story about Paralector Branson.
Yeah,
It's actually pretty interesting because it was the first step when we let community in, like building stuff with us, because so we last month we launched like this Nana like grids thing that
yeah,
was cool, and then Momentum that was cool. And this month I was thinking like about like some like launching something cool, launching like something for investors, but we need like to do some sales for Parallel. So we switched to this and started to brainstorm like how can we do sales, because like while we're doing like all this fun stuff, we still need to maintain Parallel. And so we switched to Parallel and started to like think how we can like use all this audience and stuff on Twitter to switch it to Parallel. So now they know Memento, now they should know Parallel. And Dmitry joined more actively during these days, also to like support this. And like first thing that we done is like a MVP in 30 days for 10K offer, and we just updated our banner, and Lara added like flames, and she also added like MVP in 30 days, and she used like backgrounds, orange background in 30 days. It's because like in Momentum we like adding these backgrounds too, like very basic, style, and it was just an orange box and text, and someone said like this is looks like Pornhub, but there wasn't any idea like to look, so it just was a random picture. And Dmitry says, yeah, that's the idea, man. And he just messaged, what if we actually do this? It should be cool, it should be fun, like something like this. So that's how we found like this like big noisy company, and that's cool that someone else like created it for us. And it was cool because like we shared something else and everyone thought like it's a joke, right? So like
yeah.
so we're joking, and that's when I figure out that we need to do this, because everyone thinks it's jokes, but if we actually launch it, it will be like, wow, what's going on? So that's how it comes. So it's that's the idea. And once we launch, yeah, we so a lot of people like were upset, so we started discussing and blah blah. So that's how we like evolution it, so improved it. So instead of this like circle, we Lara added photos, and I think it's actually genius brand. Like said, you had it. You probably I don't know about orange or what, but I'm speaking about like parallel text with
Yeah.
photos on the right.
Yes, I really
Yes,
like it.
don't like it.
Like it.
Oh, okay. So that's a brand. So at least current brand, it can be different in every week. So that's the hope. But I really love it once Larry did it, because it's all clicked. So it's like a TV screen or like a computer screen inside like our community. So we can show like our faces, we can show our products, we can show videos, we can show photos. So I think it's pretty cool. So that's how like this funny thing evolutioned to something
Okay.
like more meaningful.
Okay. One
And
one more question.
yeah.
I think a lot of people wondering that. What is your role as a CTO in Paralect?
Uh, so I think most recently I actually very disconnected from the operational stuff. So I'm so what I'm doing now. So I'm joining sales calls. I'm speaking with clients. So for example, our clients needs investments. I'm sharing this, so I know how it's going. If something's going wrong, I'm joining to discuss. But the cool thing that like most of my work in Paralect is done by other guys. So they were basically doing it for me. So
Yeah.
I mean, like when we need to start a project, like we have guys who handle this. When we need to do it different way. We have guys who handle this, so it's already working, and I'm happy.
Yeah. So it's not like that. So that's what I thought, because it's not like really like CTO role, like you mixing different roles.
Yeah. So I don't love this role, so that's why I'm really want to change it to some bullshit. So I don't not sure, we don't really follow. So it's more like about being an indie hacker, like solving problems alone and being resourceful. So something like this.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so one last question to you then, if you ask me, Kash. So what's your message to building public community? Tweet size message, no, not huge.
Size message. Okay. I think I like okay, being serious. Buy Monstera, drink water, tweet what you're doing, and select the emoji for your name. That's important. Emoji
Now it's
your name is super important.
Yeah, cool.
It's become part of your character. Yeah, that's my message.
Cool.
Become thingy next to your name. It's important.
I just edited it, so I can confirm. Okay, so thank you.
Thank you
I
so
think
much.
it was a great talk, and we have a lot of clips to share. So I'll stop
Yeah.
recording.